This is the tank that the liquid from the worm farm runs to, and from here it gets pumped to our reed bed where it gets further processed. Then it's held in a dam, and then it's used on our orchard for irrigation. It's quite a large tank. There's about 300 to 400 mils of gravel in the bottom. On top of that is shade cloth, and the shade cloth is to hold the worm castings to stop them running through, but allow all the water to go through that comes in with the sewage mix. Thousands of worms. And the only issue we have with this, if it gets clogged up, well then it fills with water. When it fills with water, the worms drown. So every 3 to 5 years you would suck it out to clean it out to make sure that the liquid kept flowing through. Drainage pipe cut into short lengths is just to find a space where the solid waste can flow into that. The worms can process them, but the worms can climb up. If the water level rises, they can climb up so that they don't drown. So it just provides lots of little crevices and spaces that the worms can work in. It seems to work better that way. The liquid from that worm farm gets pumped to this reed bed here. As you can see, it's about 30 metres long, about 4 or 5 metres wide, and it's 600 deep of oyster shells, and the water comes in at this end and drains out at that end. So it just slowly moves through those oyster shells. The bacteria work on it, and then it goes into a dam, and that dam, we hold that water and we use it to irrigate our orchard. Our worm farm system is used because worms process solid waste about 10 times faster than a septic tank would, and so therefore the worms can process, from our 6 cottages, can process all that waste without any problem. Our system has one pump on it, but you could do it where it was gravity feed from one to the other, and so therefore there'd be no power involved in the process at all. Well, I think there's probably a range of reeds you can use. The one I use is, I can't remember the Latin name, but it's called a common reed in Australia, and it would be in many wetland environments. It has a rhizomatous root system, so it grows inside, in the reed bed there's oyster shells, it grows in between all those oyster shells, and it draws the nutrients out of the water, as well as bacteria working on it. So it comes in one end, with sort of grey water, and comes out the other end cleaner. Not ready for drinking yet, but it's suitable for using on the orchard and in your gardens. We find the system very easy. The maintenance is minimal. It seems to work nearly all the time. Even in our busiest times, it seems to handle the effluent that we produce here.